Hey, what's going on, people? Welcome back to Small Couch Reviews. It's your boy Sam. So there are multiple videos we're trying to get out today. So we're gonna try to speed rush this one. Death of a Unicorn, an A24 flick, stars Paul Rudd and Jenna Ortega as a father and daughter. Excuse me. On a road trip, they accidentally hit a unicorn, knock it out. They think it's dead. Then they take its body to the corporate retreat they're on the way to, planning to dispose of it later. Paul Rudd's planning to dispose of it later. And this corporate retreat is with Paul Rudd, the father's bosses, who are just, some rich pricks. And when they discover the unicorn and find out that its blood has magical healing properties, the movie is basically about them trying to profit on it. Jenna Ortega is the, outlier saying, hey, we shouldn't do this. And Paul Rudd is kind of caught in between the middle of pleasing his bosses and trying to please his daughter. And that's really the main focus of the plot that you need to know. Now, me and Joey saw this screener last week, but honestly, we did not have time to sit down together to talk about it. So he recorded his. We're about to watch what he had to say together. I have not seen this yet, so let's take a look.
What up? It's your boy Joey, Small Couch Reviews. Clearly, I am in a car by myself. I wanted to do a quick review on the awesome movie we saw, Death of a Unicorn. For me, it wasn't something that I could honestly take serious, even from the title. So I went in there with kind of open eyes and open ears and just I forgot what the movie was even about. And when we got into it, you see a father-daughter story, and it's just honestly weird, obscure, and it's literally about a death of a unicorn and everything that comes with that, if you could even imagine what that is. I'm going to say my sour for this film was it was a little drawn out at times, and some plot lines just didn't really connect or were even completed. But then my sweet was it was such a weird fever dream of a movie that I was engaged and entertained. Will I ever go see this movie again? Will I play it at home? Probably not. And that's why I'm going to give it a solid 3. But that's my review for Death of a Unicorn. I'm really excited to see what Sam has to say. And until next time, deuces, y'all.
Okay, yep. Yeah, he hit the nail on the head. I actually really enjoyed this movie. It was very weird and new and fresh, and it was original, something we're looking forward to. I just real quick, I'm not even gonna split sour sweet just so you get my thoughts on this. I think this movie was too long. Like Jovi mentioned, it was drawn out. I think it was actually the plot itself is really about they hit a unicorn, they try to profit on it, and then the unicorn's parents come and try to avenge their fallen child. So it kind of actually becomes like a comedy horror, or it is a comedy horror type deal with it being pretty funny. It's very lighthearted, but then when the unicorns come and start murdering everybody, that's when the blood and guts fly, and it's pretty horrific. So I mean, yeah, like that premise alone. What would happen if, a vengeful unicorn happened upon the people who kidnapped its baby and took revenge on them, right? Like that right there just seems to me like, I don't know if you're familiar with that series Love, Death, and Robots. That seems to me like that would be like the perfect medium for this, And if you don't know what it is, it's an anthology series where every episode is anywhere from like 8 to like 20 minutes. So, a good 25, 27-minute story about this, I think would have been perfect. You would have hit everything. You would have gotten the comedy and the horror when when these unicorns start, tearing people apart. You'd have gotten all that and wrapped it all up. Because like Joey said, it is pretty drawn out. I mean, what I told you is the plot. And there's just a lot of moments where not a lot is happening to advance that plot. So we have Jenna Ortega on one side saying, hey, I don't think we should be doing this. And then the rich people saying, shut up, you don't know what you're talking about. We definitely should be doing this. It's going to help everybody, including us. And, about the third or fourth time that argument happens, you're like, okay, guys, we need to, pick up the pace here. Will Poulter is the son of this rich family. He is probably the star to me. Like he is the reason to go see this. He's hilarious in this film. His comedic timing is the best by far of anybody's, and everything he has to say is so funny. And the way he treats the staff, like, I mean, he's a douchebag, and he plays it up to the fullest. So yeah, That's really it, guys. I think it's an excellent plot, an excellent premise, a really cool original story. But I do think that, an hour and 48-minute movie to tell this story, it wasn't necessary. So I'm going to go with Jovi. It's probably a 3 out of 5 for me. Thank you so much for watching.